So today is my 100th day in Fortnite Save the World, 100 days into the game, and I wanted to kind of go through everything that's happened, and I apologize, I have to be a little bit quiet. There's somebody else in the house with me right now, so I want to respect their privacy and everything. But as you can see, 100 days logged in, and we have a hero transform schematic and an upgrade llama, and I'm also going to show you everything in with my survivors and my heroes and all that. But we have that now, so let's open this llama first.
Get ready for the...
Adios! Enjoy!
Go figure. So that's all fine. Let's open this. Oh, we can. Story of my life, people. Story of my life. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go get some more people, and I will be back to you. Alrighty, sorry about that, I'm back. I've got more people, and I can actually be a little bit louder again. So, we're just gonna throw a bunch of stuff in here. I think we're just gonna probably throw the same stuff we threw in the first time. And like I said, if I haven't favorited it, and it's not getting in the way of things like these three were, and I'm not gonna recycle these, don't worry, then it is not like a problem to me. And I think I have literally everything here booked already, so it's all good. But let's hope we get a good hero out of this. Hope for Master Grenadier. Let's see. I actually don't know much about... Oh, right. She's, she had something to her. Oh, the anti-material charge bond thing. Okay. So I already have her. That's odd. I already have her in the book, but I have a ton of heroes that aren't booked yet that they didn't give me. Thanks, game, I guess. But like I said, we're gonna look at our progress on the account. So we're gonna start with the schematics, because that's what everybody really likes to look at. You know, the beautiful gold mine for people's weapons. And I wouldn't say this is a gold mine, but you know, I have some good stuff. So the first things that pop out, of course, are the old Betsy and the Nocturno. The Nocturno actually was at 106, and I made it sunbeam on accident. I just misclicked. I clicked too fast or something, and I accidentally made it sunbeam. So it's a life decision that I don't regret, I guess. I mean, it's not a bad weapon. I mean, it could be much worse. I could have thrown something stupid like the drum roll or something to 130. So you know, not the end of the world. And then the old Betsy is easily one of my favorite weapons. There are people who love it. There are people who hate it. Personally, in my opinion, I like the weapon. It's good if you put really good perks on it. If it comes with a good 6th perk, like 5 headshots in a row is gonna just make the weapon trash. But luckily I have really good perks on mine. I made it nature. I'm thinking about I don't think I'm gonna get 3 of them. I know I'm not gonna get 3 of them because I have the spyglass somewhere. Oh, it's right here, which has the extra headshot eliminations, but I didn't get a single other old Betsy with affliction. So I'm kind of gonna have to live with, unless I want to make, I want to make this 130 and just have to live with the affliction instead of the headshot elimination, the headshot explosion thing. And I could just replace the headshot damages with damages, and then I could have 3 elements. But I think I'm probably just gonna make this one energy just to save face. It's not the end of the world, at least in my opinion. And then, as a lot of you can tell, you see 2 buzz cuts and 2 hunter killers all at 106. You might be asking, what's going on with that? So I'll get into that. So as you can see, my first buzz cut here is 106 God rolled with water. My hunter killer here is God rolled with fire, and this hunter killer is God rolled with nature. Now, one thing that is a bit different from these is that this buzz cut has snares except for affliction. These are affliction builds, and this is a snare build. And I didn't go, you know, any fancy crit damage because it's only with crits, you know, it's only better when you actually hit it. And, you know, it's kind of dependent. I would watch TC Thief's video on it. He made a pretty good video about the whole situation, so I'd definitely go check that out. But I am much more comfortable with, you know, normal headshot damage build, and I actually have fire rate on these, and that's just personal preference. If I can make the weapon faster, I will. There's no need for it, and damage is probably the better choice at the end of the day, especially if you're just only going to use it with UAH, which is sort of what I do half the time. And then we have this buzz cut, which is, I think I'm going to keep this as a damage build, because it already has damage and mag size. Instead of adding the fire rate, I'm just going to change these two stats to affliction and headshot damage. And I'm going to change the middle one to energy, and I'll have this as my energy build, like kind of my neutral build if I'm doing a mission that doesn't have any set element and it's like interchangeable, or it's something really simple like encampment missions or things like that. I'm going to have that kind of as the middleman, and it's already all blue rolled, so it's in a good place right now. And then we have a couple of trap schematics. I have a ceiling gas trap, wooden floor spikes, and a wall launcher. And those aren't really special, I just have kind of basic necessity traps. I think the next trap I'll probably level up is the floor launcher. And other than that, I'm not sure. I'll have to look into traps a little bit more. I just realized how long that first section took, so I am going to take a lot less time with this second section, which is the heroes. So I'm just going to kind of brush through all of the heroes and why I have them leveled. I'm not going to take too long. So we're going to start with the 130s, the 130 heroes. I only have 3. Those are Field Agent Rio, Striker AC, and Urban Assault. I guess we'll start with Urban Assault. I think everybody should have an Urban Assault leveled up, whether it's Skull Trooper, Jonesy, Urban Assault Sledgehammer, or Headhunter as I have, because I think that Urban Assault is probably one of the best heroes in the game, based off of my opinion and based off of the statistics that people will give you. If you want a solid hero that will do the most damage, then Urban Assault is the type of hero for you. Then we move on to Striker AC. Now, I still sort of use Striker AC as my main if I want to farm like storm chests with friends or something, because he's really good at doing that. I don't know why it's better with him than it is with some other heroes. At least personal preference it is for me. I have him at 130 for that reason. He was at 106 with multiple other Outlanders, and he still outperformed them when it came to storm chests. I think it's just the mix of the Teddy and the really strong anti-material charge if you need to move out of the way. But he's pretty good for storm chests. And I should also mention, yeah, he's probably the best farmer in the entire game as well, so that's a good reason to have him leveled up as well. And now Field Agent Rio. No, I actually don't use Field Agent Rio as often as I used to when she first came out, but I love this hero. Now, first off, she's a Rio, so I automatically have to love her, because I think that hero is probably the coolest character in the game, just my opinion, but she's a Rio, and also she is somewhat pistol specialist, somewhat phase shift sort of specialist, but like as everybody mentioned, she was like the one mythic hero from season 5 that was actually somewhat decent. And one of the perks that changed that was the phase cannon perk, and with that you can read it. It says it powers an equipped ranged weapon, causing the next shot fired to shoot a phase projectile which pierces enemies and deals 60 base energy damage. Now that's actually a fairly cool effect. I'm not sure, I didn't do any statistics on how much extra damage it does, but it seems to work pretty well if you're, you know, seeing that when you headshot certain types of husks, you could do a little bit more damage to actually kill the husks, and then you can use phase shift in that situation and one-shot the husk entirely. Now I'm going to go much, much shorter with my 106s and the very few 82s I have, so I'm going to be like sort of one sentence with these type of guys. Mega Base Kyle, one of the best, if not the best constructor in the game. Phase Scout Jess, if you love zipping around the map, then she is the hero for you. Wukong. Okay, I'll be honest, I only have him for a support squad bonus and because he looks really, really cool. Dragon Scorch, because I just had to have one ninja. Fragment Flurry Jess has really good bonuses and is good for throwing things down, but that's about it. Heavy Base Kyle, my favorite constructor in the game, period. Special Forces Ramirez, I only have her for a tactical swap bonus. First Shot Rio, she's actually really good, I'm just way too lazy to level her up. Headshot Jess, same situation as First Shot Rio. Birthday Brigade Ramirez, only for the Phase Blast. Machinist Thora, because, I mean, come on, I had to get her. And finally, Power Base Benny, only because of power modulation. So those were all of the heroes that I have. Now let's move over to my Survivor Squads. Now, as you can immediately tell, I have the majority of these Survivor Squads all decked out with leader and personality matches. Actually, I have all of them decked out with leader and personality matches, and I only have 2 survivor squads that don't have perfect set bonuses. That would be my Gadgeteer squad and my Close Assault squad, but everything else is fully squatted up with the proper set bonuses. Now, over time, I will replace a lot of these epics with legendaries with the same personalities and set bonuses, but for now, until I have those exact ones, I will just keep what I have for now. And it'll probably take a long time, so I don't expect to get to max level anytime soon. But I just wanted to show this. If you guys want to see the proper levels for all of these, my leads are all maxed out, and don't call me sexist, they're all men as well. And to prove I'm not sexist, I do have some ladies, I just can't use them right now, so yeah. And here are some of my other survivors. This is just kind of what I have right now, and it's the setup that I have right now. I want to replace some, and I will when I have the ability to, but for now, this is the setup I have. And finally, the defenders. I don't have anything exciting here, just 2 130s, a sniper and a rifleman, a 106 gunslinger, and a bruiser that I've never gotten to leveling up, and I probably never will get to leveling up. And these 2, which I'm just never going to pay attention to. So there's all that, and I'm going to show my collection book now, I guess. I've got a lot of stuff in my collection book. I'm power level 169 in the book. I don't know why I said power level. I've got my lead survivors all booked in here. I've got all my wall traps in here. I've got all of the weapons except for these 2 explosive weapons. I've got all the melees, at least for excluding the crystal weapons, of course. And then you get into the scavenger items, and there are a bunch of blank spots, of course, because I wasn't able to get everything from the birthday event, obviously. And unfortunately, before you ask, no, I was not able to get the jack-o'-lantern. Luck was never on my side. But here's just some extra stuff that I have and don't have. You can just browse through and pause the video if you want to see anything specific, because I do want to wrap the video up. Alright guys, this is going to finish up the video. 100 days on Fortnite Save the World. That is that. I'm very happy to have gotten to this milestone. And I am also power level 91 right now, 25% through power level 91 to power level 92. And I think within another 100 days, who knows, maybe I'll be maxed out, or maybe I'll have quit by then, I don't even know. But I thank you guys for coming along with me through this journey. Let's make it to 5,000 more. With that being said, it's Keem from Pitchingace88. Over and out.